Today we're gonna be talking about Shae's new weapon, the Sado. I'm not sure how they're supposed to pronounce that, but something like that. This is the rare weapon that just came out. This one's actually pretty damn good. I would compare it more to the AC-DHU, which is the final blue. This one right here, AC-DHU. This is one of my main weapons that I've been using for a very long time, and it's mainly because of the fire rate, and it's just the amount of damage that you can do with all that fire rate. So when you compare that to this new one, the new rare, it's very similar in the way it works, but it has a quick little, it's a tweak to it where you can basically overcharge it and you can continue to shoot one bullet at a time. And if you fully reload it, you got fully automatic a machine gun basically of crazy damage. So I'm gonna show you what this is like when we get into the mission. But let's look at the stats real quick. So same as always, putting everything in hero killer for that player and boss damage. So I got that as high as possible. We got lethal, which I maxed out, and that's the critical damage multiplier at 2 times, or almost, it's almost 3, 2.76, which that's the only thing that really sucks, that is that we don't see what the actual stats of this weapon are, like as far as fire rates and the amount of crit chance it currently has as a weapon, you know, things like that. I wish that we can have the finer details of actual stats, because that was the main thing that kept me on the fence as to whether or not to put lethal. But I think it's totally a good idea to put lethal, because lethal, you'll see it crit a lot. And I feel like this game, I feel like the weapon sits around probably about 30% chance to crit, something around there, because I see it crit a lot. So it must be pretty high. And I put the rest of the points into exterminator, and we got affiliation as the final thing. Up to you if you want to do that. I don't ever put affiliation or bounty hunter in my weapons. So that's my stats right there. So we're gonna jump into a mission, and I can explain a little bit more of what the weapon is like. Since we're gonna be doing a solo mission, it's probably gonna eviscerate everything in the whole room, and I'm not gonna really be able to show you what this weapon is capable of, mainly because this weapon is just completely sick. All right, but let's get into the mission so you can see it. Okay, so we just made it into a mission. I usually don't ever pick this mission, but I wanted to do a boss fight. That way you guys can see what the damage is capable of. It's not the best weapon in the world for fighting a boss, but it's definitely better than the AC-DHU and that weapon that I was telling you about earlier, which just feels a lot better than that. So as you just saw, I eviscerated the shit out of that mob. So let me actually show you a little bit more on a reasonable, so you can understand exactly how this works. So basically right now it's on fully automatic mode, which whenever you have your clip at, okay, wait, hold on, let me formulate some thoughts in the middle of all this stuff going on right now. Okay, so when you have it fully charged up, which is basically when it's not heated, basically like all the other weapons are, when you don't have it heated, it goes into fully automatic mode, where you see the actual counter in the center where it shows like 3 bullets on there. It's basically telling you that it's fully automatic. So the way it works is, what I can do is I can put all my bullets into just this one guy if I wanted to, or I can actually split it up between multiple people like that. So basically the way the lock-on system works, it totally tethers on to whoever's in the area, and then you can go ahead and shoot it like that, you see? So you can empty out the whole entire clip. You see now it's fully red, which on normal Shae weapons you would have to reload in order to use it again, but not in this case. It actually it works in reverse. So basically right now I could start shooting this one, but you can only shoot 1 bullet at a time, and it's very slow paced, but it actually uncools the weapon in the process. So you could either start reloading, or you can start shooting to actually, you know, unload your weapon pretty much. So it gets to the point where you see when you're in white mode right there, you have the opportunity to basically do one reload and you go back to fully automatic. It's not gonna uncool itself, so you have to actually reload in order to, you know, get your fully automatic shots back. But the cool thing about it is that you can go ahead and just take out mobs in this fashion like this, so you don't kill the crap out of the olive guy, because you're gonna find yourself doing that a lot if you have it on fully automatic mode, because the fully automatic mode is dumping out all that DPS super fast. Like, it's so crazy the amount of damage. So let me find a good test here. So basically right now, let's say we're in a dire situation. Oh no, I gotta kill all these motherfuckers like right now. So I'll reload and just do it. You see, just empty out the whole clip. So like this guy right here, I don't want to overkill, so I'm just gonna shoot one bullet at a time and then do my thing like that. So basically what I like to do is I like to reload in the process of also actually shooting. So you're basically reloading while you're shooting in a sense. So right now, fully automatic, let's just burn the whole clip in her or him, whatever. Something that's pretty interesting about this weapon too is that you can actually shoot it without locking onto a target. So basically, I'm probably gonna die right here. So pretty much the way the full burst of damage that you do, it's more like an emergency oh shit. You pretty much use it as an oh shit power. So the main thing you're going to be wanting to keep it on is semi-automatic mode, which is basically the, you know, just shooting one pellet at a time. You want to keep it on that mode as much as possible, because the more you keep it that way, the better off you can, you know, save it for an emergency. So like basically right now, I'm going to reload to full so that I could be able to shoot the boss again. But I keep it, you see, on white mode. You see how it's white right in the center? That means it's just one reload away from me having fully automatic mode again. You see, like that. So I can basically get myself primed up and ready. I can still use it, so I can still go ahead and use it, you know? But at least I'm ready for the boss right now. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the whole clip in him. You see? So I can shoot. I can continue to shoot like this. Oh, that's what I meant to say, is that you can actually keep shooting it without actually locking on to a target. So pretty much you can do one of these where you just keep holding it down and just keep shooting it. It's very slow, but it still gets something done, so you could be able to, like, you know, try to do anything to a mob or a player that's charging you or something, you know, so you can still have some kind of damage coming out instead of just being completely useless and sitting around reloading forever. You know, so that's what's really cool about this weapon. You can keep shooting it regardless of the cooldown. Also, when you do lock onto a target, it actually stays locked on. So if I was to shoot up here, it's still gonna hit him. You see that? So basically, I could shoot it in a totally different direction as long as the reticule is like on top of him. That red circle or whatever, the line. It's basically gonna hit him. So you don't have to aim for the head or anything like that. You can actually just shoot wherever the hell you want. But let me take out. I'm gonna take out a few of them at the same time. Let me see. See, I shot 3 of them at the same time. I shot that one over there, that one in the distance, and then the one that was running at me. So you can pretty much hit multiple targets with this. It scares the hell out of them. That's pretty much what the point is, especially when you're fighting an antagonist. You'll have the antagonist in the area along with another mob right next to him. You can pretty much shoot them both. You know, you don't have to discriminate basically from shooting them. So let's kill this. So like I said, you don't have to aim down. You don't have to wait for it to actually lock on to be able to shoot. You can just shoot it whenever the hell you want. But the problem with it is that it actually, you'll see the bullets kind of jumping all over the place. It's not going to be precise, you know, so you can't really, like, you know, hip fire it or anything like that. Like, you're not going to expect any of that to happen. But I think that pretty much explains it. I know that it probably sounds a little complicated, and I don't know if I didn't explain it correctly, but I hope I did as much as I could, because it's just, this weapon can be complicated, and this is definitely something that you want to experience with yourself, like to actually play it and use it and figure it out. It's pretty straightforward for the most part, but it can get kind of complicated. So yeah, it's a really awesome weapon. I really honestly like this is definitely my new favorite weapon for Shae, and I'm probably gonna be using this weapon for a very long time. All right, but that's the weapon. It's definitely worth it to save that 90,000 gold and get it as soon as you can. Really good weapon for Shae, for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you didn't, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, later, guys.